I first explained the pros and cons of that to Scooter Libby, and then to Carol Kuntz, who was a woman who worked closely with the vice president. And then they said, well, the vice president needs to hear this. So they brought me into the White House to explain it to the vice president. The vice president wanted very much to take smallpox off the table. In other words, he said, there are certain things that we just want to eliminate the possibility that there'll be a real problem here. So one of the things that was not very well articulated by some is that smallpox is an interesting disease. If you had smallpox and I contracted it from you, I would have a grace period of a few days that you could actually vaccinate me even after I got exposed. And that would protect me from getting smallpox. Since smallpox, as effective a vaccine as it is, has some rare but nonetheless potentially very serious toxic side effects. If you're immunosuppressed, it could be deadly. If you're one of those people who have this strange myocarditis associated with it. So if you're in the middle of an outbreak of smallpox and you want to vaccinate people, like go back multiple decades and you're in Africa, the risk of the toxicity is far less than the risk of the devastating effect of the disease. So even though we accepted the toxicities of the smallpox vaccine, back then it was because there was active smallpox out there. So what I explained to Carol and to Scooter and to the vice president is that we would have some time to vaccinate people. If you all of a sudden vaccinated the whole country again, you would wind up, given the unlikelihood that you're going to have a bioterror smallpox attack that would not allow you to then vaccinate around the people who were infected. I think the weight of the waiting, getting a stockpile, is infinitely better than just feeling better about vaccinating everybody. And I presented it in a very articulate, simple way. The vice president is a very smart guy. He got it, and Scooter got it, and Carol got it. So then we decided that we would not globally vaccinate the entire country. And by the way, the country would not have accepted being vaccinated. So we knew that. I mean, it was sort of like a fail-safe. And I said, Mr. Vice President, by the way, even when you're offering it to the first responders, many of them didn't want to take it. So this idea about kind of saying everybody should take it, it didn't make any sense.